In just over a week's time, Fortnite will be doing a rerun of the iconic rocket launch live event. Something that initially seemed to be happening just for the sake of nostalgia now seems to have quite a few more layers to it, and it seems like this event might not play out how we think. From recent leaks, we know that this event will feature two things that weren't in the original. The first of which being a red rift butterfly, which will appear at the start of the event and fly into the visitor's rocket. And then second, when the visitor's rocket actually creates the rift in the sky, this rift will be red. And all the teaser rifts leading up to Season 5 will also be red. But what does this red color actually mean, and why is it specifically red and it wasn't in the original Season 4? Well, colors in any form of storytelling, and also specifically Fortnite, we're not new to the colors meaning something. The best example of this is during the Zero Crisis event when we see the 0 point blooming. We see the blue color, which always represents wanting to help someone or being like pure, with the blue cube and the rift butterfly. Here we also see gold representing royalty and being in a position of power. We see purple representing corruption and the cubes. And then most interesting, we see a red color take over and all the other colors disappear, representing this kind of instability and the 0 point being too far gone. A standout thing here is not just that this red color is also seen in the butterfly and the rift, but I also think all these colors correlate to Daigo's story really well. Let me explain. The blue, wanting to help someone, wanting to heal. Daigo initially wanted to save his sister Jade from the spirit realm. Then we have gold representing royalty. Daigo kills Shogun X, a royal leader, and he feels as if he's in this kind of position of power, as in he's asserted himself. Then of course we have the purple with the corruption. Daigo's motives become twisted and he doesn't just want to save people now. And then just as it happened in the Zero Crisis event, the red energy takes over, which interestingly enough, what is the core color we see in the spirit realm? Right, so we know this red butterfly symbolizes chaos and being too far gone, and also has ties to the spirit realm. But how exactly did it get onto the OG island? Because we know it's going to be there during the event. Well, I have two theories with this. The first one is pretty straightforward, and it's just that this red butterfly escaped from the last reality when the visitor did. Like, as the visitor escaped, this red butterfly kind of followed him. It'd make sense, but I do honestly think there's a much more interesting theory which could explain more than just stuff to do with this specific event. And if you're excited for me to get into that and you're enjoying the video so far, drop a like on the video and leave a comment below. In the most recent update, Daigo and his demons raided the Supernova Academy on the Chapter 6 island. They also corrupted the entire area surrounding it, and while yes, that is quite a big deal, I think people are brushing over something and not looking at arguably the most important location in this season, Utopia City. People haven't realized that this POI is cornered in by 4 corrupted demon sites. Also, when the piece of the Death Star debris hit Daigo's spirit portal and it unleashed the spirit realm onto the island, I'd say that's when this spirit realm butterfly was actually released onto the Chapter 6 map as well. With Utopia City being cornered in by these corrupted zones, I think that this red sabotage demon butterfly made its way to Utopia City and got into the vault portal and traveled through to OG. This would actually make a whole lot of sense, because if you haven't already noticed, that portal that was open at the start of the season is now completely shut off, likely to prevent anyone or anything else getting through to OG. I also think if a corrupted butterfly made its way into the vault on the OG map, that would explain the Morse code flashing from the vaults in OG, saying that something is wrong. But okay, right, we know most likely how it got to the island, and we know that it's going to interfere with the visitor's rocket in this event, but why? What is it actually trying to do? Well, we can get this answer from teasers that Fortnite themselves have been putting out on Twitter, talking about sure hope these coordinates are right, and then we have this reply from Taboo Dorito who said what happens if the coordinates aren't right, and Fortnite said I guess we'll find out soon. Now what this implies is that the red butterfly that hits visitor's rocket changes the coordinates or manipulates how the rocket works. Now the question is, where does it send the rocket after this event? Well, there was another image that was found in Fortnite itself of a spire in tilted towers. This is like a really small image on one of those like connecting boards, I don't know what they're called, but yeah, it shows Daigo's demon spire in tilted towers, and that's where I have a theory that really brings everything together. If this spirit realm butterfly came through the vault portal and then went onto the OG map and hit Visitor's rocket and made him change his location, if the location of his rocket is now set to Chapter 6, the butterfly has created an opening allowing the spires to come through to the OG mode. We know that Daigo and the Dark Presence want to spread their influence and corrupt more worlds, as they've been doing that in LEGO Expeditions, and possibly even Blitz, as that's getting a live event too. But I just think all this stuff with the butterfly allowing for the spires coming through to OG would make a lot of sense. Now it really won't be long until we find out. I mean, the OG mode has its live event in under a week. We'll get to relive a lot of good memories and also have some new ones. As Fortnite said, I hope the coordinates are right, but I guess we'll just have to find out on July 26th.